I'm just trying to ask the question. You see, no one wants to hear this brother ask no questions. You see, I'm trying to figure out how these things work. You see, they want me to talk, to where I can understand them. I'm talking the way I talk. And you see, I can't, how many videos I gotta make to say the same thing. You see, every couple of years, you get a whole glob of people saying the same thing. You see, I can take one of my videos and listen. It just blows my mind sometimes. They want you to have this type of ticket. You see, to become something, uh, to become something that will be approved by all. It's not my world. You see, it won't be approved by all because those that's over you, right? Those that's over you, you see, they created a whole lot of me's. You see, they created a whole lot of people that look like me. You see, but they have the essence of those that controls them and controls their mind and how they move and how they talk. And you see, they say you only got 5 views. That's because I ain't paying for shit. It's airwaves. It's free. So I talk in this freedom. You see. Don't you want to get money? Don't you want to have a whole lot of people? Don't you want people to, there's people that's making $5,000 a day, you see. Oh, what shit, that's cool. They supposed to, that's what they want to do and that's what they're allowed to do. You see, but there's restrictions, certain type of restrictions that they have. You see, certain type of restrictions that they have. If they ain't putting out the information that you're talking about, you see, they're gonna, you in violation. I'm just trying to understand what's happening out here in this world. You see, people don't like it when I'm talking about myself. People don't like it. I talk about myself because I can't believe that I'm here. You see, just imagine you studying yourself since you was a child, trying to figure out, I mean, listen to what I'm saying, man. Listen to what I'm saying. It's like you in this void type thing. You see, always by yourself psychologically. You see, always by yourself psychologically. You go to some therapists and go to all these educated people who learn in these institutions. You see, to try to get help for yourself. You come back home, everybody is looking at you weird and shit because you spend time with these motherfuckers, these educated people, try to figure out your mind and things. You see, but now, since you went up to these places to try to help yourself, you see, you crazy, you out of your mind. You see, I didn't have no insurance, goddammit. I didn't have no type of what other people have when you work. I didn't have none of that. You see, I just felt like something was off. You see, I'm trying to do certain things out here, but that supreme being, you see, is telling me to do something else. I'm fighting with God. You see, I'm fighting with the Most High because I want to live. You see, I don't know how to transform or transmute myself, you see, in a space to where I can pretend like the Most High is granting me these things, but I'm putting on the cover of some type of religious body, you see. But I don't, and doing the bid of the prince of this world. You see, in doing the bid of the prince of this world. Here. You see, I just don't, the prince of, listen, I know how I came out, I know how I came out the womb. I know that there were 2 beings, you see. I know that there were 2 beings that brought me out into the world. You see, it was their union that brought me out into the world. You see, When I was in Cincinnati, I ain't never seen an apple tree. I ain't never seen an orange tree. I ain't never seen a plum tree. But when I moved to Oakland, California, in the hood, deep, 82nd Avenue, 82nd and Birch, you see, in our little studio, that little 2-bedroom apartment, you see, I'm a young man. You see, I'm a young man. And here I am, going in the backyard, picking off a lemon tree. Picking off a lemon tree, and right across the fence from me, there's a plum tree, and the plums are the best plums I ever had in my life. You bite into them, they the same color as the skin of a plum, and they juicy. As soon as you bite it, all this juice just burst all on your face and shit. You see what I'm saying? That's how juicy these plums were. Hey, get off my face! What you? You're a youngster, you know, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to this. But what I was given, all those things match my bio. Now here we are. You see, you got the prince of this world. He's transforming the foods and things, you see. He's trying to kill you softly, you see. He's seeing that there are people that will help him. Or maybe he's ordered to destroy this world at a certain period of time. I didn't think about that, you see, but he had to slowly dismantle the people through their nutrition. You see, this is what it looked like. This is the portrait. You see, this is the portrait. It looks like that. You see, it looks like this thing hired all these people or placed something inside of their minds or inside of their heaven. This is why I say you have the power. If you don't touch certain things out here, you have the power. You see, right where you are, you don't need nobody. Right where you are, if you're eating right, sometimes, but see, listen. I'm always jumping and shit. But listen, you got a lot of people that put themselves in a position to where they can farm and they can produce this natural food, this organic food, things that's supposed to be for everyone. You see, 2, 3, 4. They have farms and things. There's nothing bad about it. No, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it because they teach you things. They teach you about what they're growing and teach you about how it does certain things to your body. It matches your bio. You see, it matches your bio. But they're spirits. You see, they're spirits in the airwaves. And you see, and whatever they're, you can't walk and go to these people where they at, you see. Or maybe you can. I don't know if they have a stand. These people have stands and things outside on the side of the road selling their goods. I'm not sure. But I'm not around that type of shit. You see, I'm not around that type of things. So but I have the mind state of these people. I have the same mindset, you see, but I can't get there. And you see, I can't, nothing, it's like I'm fighting to get to get to a position to where I can do it, but I'm fighting for my life. You see, I'm fighting every day, you know what I'm saying? I'm fighting every day, every day, every hour, every second. You see, because I'm by myself. And when you're saying you by yourself and people hearing you say these type things, they got all this other shit. And it's like, okay, Listen, I'm different, man. Listen, I gotta say it, man. Listen, I'm different than a lot of people. You see, I'm different than a lot of people. Look, I'm different than a lot of. I get flashes and shit on how I was created. You see, and then I go to YouTube and try to figure out if this shit is real, and I type my shit in what I just saw, and all of a sudden the shit is real. You know, so. You do this about 100 times and shit. You sit to bring yourself up, say, well, goddamn, all this shit is inside of me. You know, I'm getting flashes of something. Ain't nobody taught me these things. Ain't nobody taught me these things. You see, I'm sitting up here learning. Somebody is teaching me something. You see, from a whole nother place. You see, somebody is showing me something from a whole nother place while I'm sitting up here in this space of mine, or where they put me, you see, or where they hid me in plain sight. And you see, at the same time, I'm not giving the jewels of the land. I'm not giving the jewels of the world, you see. So when they tried to dismantle me in the spirit, and broke my arm, and when I was a child, they cracked my skull, and my arm, you know, I got these rods and shit. I'm coming with these rods. You see, I don't even know what they made of. You see, one doctor said it was titanium, the other said it was some type of plastic. You see, but I got it inside of me. You see, when I know that I could have had a cast on, and they're using their professionalism to woo me into using their motherfucking product. But now that shit is inside of me.
I'm sorry.
You see, and I'm trying to get this shit out of me the best way I can before I get the hell out of here. You see, it ain't nobody paying attention. I just want to give them one thing. You know, I just want to share one thing with the people, but everybody is kind of congested. Like, you see, they in their own world, so nobody will be able to hear me. By the time they hear me, another type of beings will already then pick the shit up. I'm trying to hand this shit to myself on the outside, but myself is rejecting these things. You see, you know, because they lifting up this prince of the world. You see, it's like they're traitors, kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying they all traitors, but they can't recognize what I'm doing or why I'm speaking loud and things, you see. But at the same time, they'll go on Sunday to the church and sit down right there by the preacher, you know, in the front row. And you see, while he's hollering and screaming and yelling and things, and ain't saying nothing. You see what I'm saying? I'm just trying to tell you something, you see. You know, he ain't talking right. You see, he's under that 501 or 508, you see, code. But listen, only thing I'm trying to say to the peoples is, you can use the power of your mind. If you have the right mind, if your mind is not saturated with this world, you have the power to use this world to communicate. You see, to communicate with certain people on this planet. You see, to let them know that they can actually hear you. You see, they can hear you. You see, you know, how you gonna pick two videos from what I'm saying and then trying to say something to me? You see, you running into a wall right there. You see, you can't define me if you ain't been following me for shit since I came on this social media shit. You can't. Everything I do is in order. And oftentimes it's repetitious. I say the same thing over and over. I'm just putting different colors on it. And you see, I'm saying the same thing, so the book ain't really that big. You see, it's just exaggerated with these colors and shit. You see what I'm saying? But it's the same motherfucking thing. I've been saying the same thing. I ain't changed nothing. You see, I ain't changed nothing that I'm saying. It's all about how I was created from the two that I came from. You see, people don't like when you say the two that you come from because it makes them, it kind of offends them a little bit. You see what I'm saying? They are in existence because of the two that they came from. And then when they get into the world, they say, fuck that. Fuck with mom and dad, but at the same time, they talking about a supreme being. They talking about higher consciousness. They talking about all this. They talking about God, they call it. You see, but you living because of this God. So when you get into the world, you're going to turn your back on how you was created, because the same process on how you was created is how they rule the world. You see, they just doing it spiritually. They doing it, they don't use the body. They just use the mind. They just use the mind. But they do. The body is supposed to be a secret. You see, you are in the physical. They teach you what physiology is. They teach you all this type of shit. But the components and how they work and how they do certain things, you see, it's the same thing that on how they created the Bible. Same thing, same way how they created the Quran. You see, they just put characters to it. Where you think Disney got his idea from? Where you think Disney got his idea from? He got his idea from these books, from these holy books and shit. You see, yeah. But it's dealing with the body. It's dealing with your psyche. It's dealing with the sweat glands in your pores. And listen. If you don't know your body, you ain't gonna be able to see nothing. You're just gonna be reading what somebody hand you to read, and you up under all this. You up under these diabolical beings. You see, and you don't have to be. You don't have to be. You literally can come down and find these farmers, these people, you see, and try to create these links to where they get to certain type of people on the planet. I mean, in this country. You see what I'm saying? You see, instead of buying a Rolls Royce and 10 cars and all this other type of shit and gambling casinos and all. You see what I'm saying? I'm sitting up here like, damn, these motherfuckers literally gonna stay here. They gonna literally stay here inside of this cell. They're gonna stay here. They wanna stay here. Damn. And their children, there's some things across the street that's so goddamn magnificent that soon as you see this shit, it's gonna make your knees weak. It's gonna make your knees weak when you see this shit, man. I'm trying to tell you something. You see, you have no idea about this place they call the real earth, whatever it is, or heaven. You see, why haven't you religious people been given the eyes to see these things, to see these bodies, to talk to yourself, to see yourself 20 feet tall and shit? You know what I'm saying? You a giant, they looking at you like, damn, I'm the same size as my motherfucking feet on, nigga. What you, a bum and shit. What you doing over here, me? You see what I'm saying? But everybody got this height over there. You're just thumb size. You're a thumb. You're an atom. You're a parasite.
Why do I do
whatever.
that? Why do I go to an angle and look at it? Because this is how you, just imagine you
it's not about how well you can woo the people when you're talking.
Just imagine you being in a cloud or something.
It's not about you rhyming your words and making it seem like, and being the greatest of all and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to listen. I don't care who the fuck you are, nigga. I got the darkness and I got the light. I will come right in your missing hand, you something that's so damn grand it's gonna fuck you up, nigga, and you gonna love it for life.
You see?
You see?
Not from what someone else told you in a book. Just
But
step
I
into
can't
yourself.
do it
Just know that
because
God
you're not
created you
unified.
in
You're not
its
a
likeness,
unified
and
people. They just
you can
scattered
use the
your
power
ass.
that
You're
they give you.
everywhere. And you see, you're everywhere. You're everywhere. The only thing that we've been trying to do is get you in position to go, okay, to go across the street. You see, because it happens in the blink of an eye. It happens in the blink of an eye. But the thing about it is, when you open your eyes, everything you love, you're going to remember just a little bit. But it's going to be based on creation. It's not going to be your materialism or whatever. It's going to be based on your creation and what you created. You see, from the other being that's like it was created like you. You're going to have a flash of these things. But it's going to start dying out, you see. But when you have that flash of your children or your wife or your husband and things, you see, it's gonna listen. It's gonna disappear, but not immediately. I think what it is, you have to already be prepared to see yourself without fear when you go next door. You see, to see yourself without fear, because once you see yourself, you see, just imagine somebody having some Chuck Taylors on and shit, right? And you see the rubber, how thick the rubber is, but make the rubber just twice that size, or make the rubber twice that size. So you be about an inch or two, you see, about an inch or two, whatever. But that's how tall you are to your real self. You see, to your real self. You see, you are living energy pods. Energy pods. They got the power to release yourself to go next door back to your natural self. You don't die in the your flesh passes away, or your shell passes away, but you are the seed, the energetic seed that has a nucleus in it, and that motherfucker is hard. Nothing can break it. If you ever get a peach shell and you see how hard that motherfucker is, well, it's similar to that. Yeah, it's similar to that. But when you crack it open, there's a little seed in there, and it's soft, and you can bite on it and chew it and eat it, But what I'm saying to you is, that fruit that everybody talk about, you will know them by the fruit that they bear. I wish people stop saying that retarded shit. You see, in this world right now, you say, yeah, you will know them by the fruit that they bear. But damn, nigga, is it GMO? Is it, what type of fruit is it? You see, what type of fruit is it, Is it, saturated with pesticides and shit? What is it? You see? Did you grow it yourself, or was it grown in the factory or some shit? You see? But what I'm saying is, you got the power to go next door if you want to. You see, you get the power to go next door if you want to. But but it's so fucking hard when you have to learn it, or you get to a certain age and you have to reboot yourself or re-educate yourself on this simplicity. You see, because this simplicity don't comes with seals of approval or accolades. You see, or things that you can place on your wall and say you achieved something. You ain't achieved a motherfucking thing. You achieved the prince of this world's mind. When you showing these things on these walls and shit like that, you showing people who taught you. You see, who taught you. That's what you're showing. You're showing people who taught you, and there's nothing wrong with that shit. It's nothing wrong with it. You in the world, and you You attracted to those type things that made you a certain type of people. Listen, I know because I'm a PhD, I'm a psychologist, and I'm, you know what I'm saying? And what the fuck that means? I bet you can't fuck with me. I bet you, let me hear you talk. I bet you any amount of money, you know, I can heal you better, faster than you can heal me. Matter of fact, I won't even have to say nothing. I'll just stand right there and next to you and just listen to you talk. You see, listen to you talk, and it's going to turn right back to yourself, and you're going to start talking about your world, you know, and probably in tears and shit and all this other type of shit. You see, but it's right before me while I'm smiling at you and shit. You see, loving you, ready to give you a motherfucking hug because you don't know what's before you and shit. You see, with your accolades and all these other type things. You know what I'm saying? I be tripping and shit. You know, I be like, damn, these motherfuckers. I mean, it's like, you see, you know, I use the mind of my original self. You see, of my original self, that 20-foot tall motherfucker. Listen, I'm guessing. I don't know how tall the motherfucker was, but I know my back was stretched. I mean, my head was stretched all the way back. Looking up at this motherfucker shit, you see, he dimmed down and started smiling like, nigga, what's up? He look at you, nigga, I was about to flick your ass when I saw you, man. What's up? How you over here? You see, nah, you got that power to do that type shit, nigga. You see, this is how myself talk to me. You see. But they all live in another world. But when you see that place, and these people are living in, these beings are you. When you see this place, it's gonna fuck you up, man. And you ain't gonna remember shit but how you was created and all that shit gonna, you know. Well, listen, if you haven't grasped it, or if you haven't really I'm trying to say it in a way to where you will be loved by yourself over there. You see, because if you a fungus, or you like with my eyes, I could see a whole lot of these little green things, these little green balls and shit, green and orangey like balls and shit on people. You see, when they talking, just imagine this shit. All this shit, this fungus like shit on people. When you looking at them on social media, everybody got this fungus stuff all over their body. Can you imagine that shit? You see? Can you imagine? And they be posing, you know, women be posing and shit, the men be you know, looking all suave and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they got all this shit on them, and they don't even know it. They don't even know what this shit is. You see? They don't know what it is. It's like it's some type of bacteria or fungus or some shit. On everybody. I looked into the motherfucking mirror. You know, I mean, in my camera and shit, like I do everybody else, you know. I'm looking at the camera myself. I'm looking at the camera of other people. I mean, I'm looking inside of my phone, basically what I'm saying. But I don't see the shit on me. I think because 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know, I visualize the sun and the power of the sun, and I use the you know, the spheres that's above our head. I think it's like 3, maybe 4, 5, but let's just say 3 spheres, you know, above, you know, the dome, like, but that's a magnifying glass. Can you imagine that being a magnifying glass? Just imagine something on top of that looking down at everybody, and they got the power to zoom in and zoom out. Just imagine that shit. You see, it's an eyeball. It's a fucking eyeball. You know what I'm saying? You know, we living inside of an eyeball and shit. You know, an eyeball or a pineal. That's what we living in, nigga. And you see, and we deep inside the nucleus of that shit. You see, listen. You're. But but you got the power. You got the power to see. It's 30 minutes, y'all. I'm sorry. Anyway.